used to this shit. Good morning, you motherfucking sunshines. Good morning, you motherfucking sunshines. You still there? Hey, you're still here. You survived another year. Welcome to 2022, motherfuckers. Happy New Year. We're here. Pandemic is still around, fucking up our daily lives and shit, but we made it. Deal with it and move on, man. That's all we can do. Figure we better kick off the new year right with one of the last vices I have left. My Tron tobacco. Pissing cats and dogs out there, man. You know it's bad when Roscoe won't even step off the front porch to take a piss. You should see him try to shit in the snow. Holy fuck. Poor little bastard. He's too low to the ground. Man, I've been home for 3 months and I can't take it anymore. I gotta plan another hike, and that's what this video today is gonna be about. But before that, I have a word from our sponsor, the United States Postal Service. Fucking up Thru plans since 1975. Tried to go ship out the last batch of calendars to you fuckers, and we said we're gonna be open until 4:30, but small town USA, we're open when we get here and we're closed when we stop working. That's it. Fuckers were closed. So I will get your calendars out to you. Probably get them by the end of the first week of January. That's about the best I can do. I was going to try to ship them out today, but it is what it is. They were closed. But, all right. Hiking plans for this year. What are we going to do? I've been toying with a lot of ideas. I started thinking of ideas before I even finished the damn CDT last year. That's how a thru hiker's mind works. As much pain as I was in physically and mentally, towards the end of the CDT, I was already fantasizing about what the next trail was going to be, just how I operate. So I had a few trails dancing around in my head towards the end there in Montana. And since I've been home now for 3 months, I've narrowed it down and I've decided on what the fuck I'm going to do here this year. Passport, United States for goddamn America. I got this passport in 2019 only because I had to enter into Canada. Here I am, 41 years old now, and I really haven't used that thing. I don't really count Canada and Mexico. I've been there, but it's about time I use that passport and put it to use. Head on overseas and see what the hell the rest of the world's up to, and that's what we're going to do. So where the hell am I going to go? Well, I've toyed with a few trails overseas. I've thought about doing the TA in New Zealand. I've thought about doing the Camino in Spain. I've thought about doing the Tour de Mont Blanc, whatever the fuck it's called. These trails are getting more and more popular every year. It seems like a lot of thru hikers are heading over there to do those trails. I'm going to say fuck all that shit, and I'm going to do what the hell I want to do. What I want to do? I want to go to Scotland, goddammit. I have wanted to go to Scotland even before I started thru hiking. It's been one of those destinations that I've always wanted to travel to, not just for thru hiking purposes, but just as a tourist. I want to go see the castles. I want to go see Glencoe. I want to go see the Loch Ness Monster. All this shit. I want to go see it. So I'm gonna go hike Scotland.
And this? You're out of your mind.
Oh, it's good Scottish weather, madam. The rain is falling straight down. Oh, slightly to the side, like.
Long distance hiking trails in Scotland. There is not a trail like the PCT or AT that goes across the length of Scotland. Now, luckily, there's a guy who made an unofficial trail called the Scottish National Trail, which combines like 6 different smaller popular trails within Scotland that allows you to connect your footsteps and hike the length of the country. And that's what I'm going to do. Finding information online about it, it's a fairly new trail from what I understand. So there's not a hell of a lot of information online, but the little research I have done, it's definitely doable. But I'm going to go ahead and pull up this website here. Now, this guy that first hiked this trail that combined these footsteps, his name's Cameron McNeish, and he put out a website, and I'm going to drop some knowledge on you real quick. And if you want to follow along on this website, I'm going to link it in the description below. It's called ScottishNationalTrail.org.uk. Oh, got to minimize Pornhub real quick, just a second. ScottishNationalTrail.org.uk. He did write a book called Scotland End to End. I have not read it. There's also a DVD out. I guess he got a sponsor for when he did this hike. Gore-Tex, I think, sponsored it and did a short documentary about it, which I haven't checked the DVD out, but the DVD is available on his website as well. So how long is this damn trail? The Scottish National Trail when you combine all of these other smaller trails, it comes out to be 864 kilometers long. I'm just a white boy from the United States, man. We talking miles. It's about 540 miles. So most people take anywhere from 5 to 7 weeks typically if they're going to through hike it. So that's perfect for me. It'll still give me somewhat of a through hiking fix, but something also I can enjoy and take my sweet ass time and make it feel like an actual vacation and not stressing about mileage and getting into Canada before the snow hits and all that shit. So it'll be perfect. The trails that it does combine are the St. Cuthbert's Way, the Southern Upland Way, the West Highland Way, which is probably the most popular many people have heard of up in the Scottish Highlands. That's part of it. The Rob Roy Way, the Great Glen Way, and the Cape Wrath Trail. Holy shit, that's a mouthful, man. That's hiking south to north, and that's the route I'm going to take. Not because, I'm just obsessed about hiking northbound, which I guess that is true, but hiking south to north on this trail, you're starting off in Kirk Yetham is, I guess, where it starts. And you're hiking through a lot of small villages. You do go through Edinburgh, which is a major city. In Glasgow, I think you can go into Glasgow, but it's a little bit off the beaten path. But aside from those two cities, you're hiking through small villages. And there's a lot of road walking starting out from what I understand, but it'll allow me to get somewhat of trail legs going. So by the time I do hit the Scottish Highlands up in the north, I'll have some decent trail legs going up in that elevation. It'll be easy peasy, Jappa fucking easy. How many times did I get a call racist for saying that down in the comments below? Yeah, so I'm stoked, man. Kirk Yetham up to the Cape Wrath. Now, another reason for going northbound, I will be flying into Edinburgh. It's a easy bus ride they run shuttles, or you take the bus from Edinburgh south to Kirk Yetham and then hike north. Now, getting back from Cape Wrath is a little more difficult from what I understand, but I'll finagle a ride back. I'm sure I have some UK followers that will, for a price, hopefully get me back to Edinburgh to fly back to the United States.
The Lord tells me he can get me out of this mess, but he's pretty sure you're fucked.
But this thing always works, so we'll figure it out. Again, these the planning I've done on this so far is very minimal. I have bought my plane ticket, so time frame, when is this going to happen? Well, first I have to give a shout out to Bethany, one of my Patreons, who I've already dropped this news on like a week ago. She has reached out and actually paid for my plane ticket, basically, which is a huge load off my shoulders. Now I can start planning all the fun shit now that that's out of the way, because a round trip flight from the United States to Scotland and back is an expensive ticket, so that's the majority of the cost of this hike. So that is taken care of. I will be flying from Atlanta, Georgia to Edinburgh, Scotland. I fly out on August 25th, and I think there's one layover in London, and then I arrive in Edinburgh on the 26th of August. Now, the reason for this time frame is Scotland's pretty damn popular from what I understand in the summer months, so I want to avoid most of the crowds. And on top of that, I love hiking in the fall. It's my favorite time to hike, so I'm going to time it out to where I'm hiking September, October time frame. So I've allowed leaving at the end of August to, if in case I have to quarantine, which I will get to in a moment, it gives me a little wiggle room so I can start like the first week of September, hike all of September, and then a couple weeks into October most likely. And then maybe dick around for a while in Edinburgh or Glasgow and just see the sights and be official fucking tourist for a week or so before I fly back to the States. Speaking of quarantine, now this whole epidemic is still going on, obviously. International travel is still available. We can still do it. And things could change from now until August, obviously. But as of now, international travel is still open. So fingers crossed that is still the case. Now, as far as getting vaccinated and all that shit, I was kind of up in the air about getting vaccinated, mainly because this whole thing is new, and the information you get from the news, I don't trust anybody on the news. You open up one news station, they tell you one thing, open up another news channel, and they tell you a whole different thing. So who the fuck do you believe? And this thing's so new, I didn't want to put something in my body when there's no long-term studies on it. But scientists know more than I fucking do. I did go and get my first shot, mainly because I want to be vaccinated to make my travel plans a little bit easier. I don't want to have to fuck with airport security, and if I'm not vaccinated, I got to quarantine for 10 days. That's going to be expensive, 10 days in Edinburgh. I don't want to deal with all that shit. I'd rather just bite the bullet, get vaccinated, and away I go. In my eyes, when you're a long-distance hiker, you're basically self-quarantining anyway. You're self-isolating out in the mountains. The only time you're around people usually is when you go into town to resupply. At that point, don't be an asshole, wear a mask, resupply, you're in your hotel room, you get back on a fucking trail. That's how I look at it. Yes, I get it. You're going to these small town USAs, small villages, whatever. But like I said, just don't be an asshole. Try to get in, get out, kind of a thing. So that's what I'm gonna do. You do the best you can. It's all we can do out here, man. So that's it. That's the major news of the year. Day number 1. Now that's gonna be a lot of time to wait until I leave. So to get my fix before then, I'm gonna try to do a long ass section, at least a week or so on the AT. We'll see how it goes. As long as trail days are still going on, I will try to make it to Scotland. Try to make it to Damascus this year for trail days. Maybe do like Grayson Hollands to Damascus, something like that. I think it'll be cool. Maybe meet some of you guys that are going to be at trail days this year, and we'll try to make that happen too. I did get a part-time job just to make the cost of this whole trip a little more tolerable, which I fucking hate. But you do what you got to do to make things work. I've always said that. People say I can't through hike, I can't do this, I can't do that. You make it happen somewhere or another. I don't want to fucking work, obviously, but if it means I can take 2 months off my life to go out and hike across a country that I've never been to before, then so fucking be it. Everybody makes sacrifices to get on these trails, me included. So that is it. I'm going to stop babbling. I will continue to update you guys, obviously. The more these plans get put in place, there's still a lot of planning that's going to go into this hike, but we'll make it happen as long as I can get my ass over there. That's going to be the main thing. Again, the whole pandemic thing could change from now until August, but we'll see when that happens. All right, well, Roscoe, thank you for not fucking up productions. He did hotbox me a little bit. He did fart. It was a silent but deadly one, but whatever. All right, fuckers. Hope you all had a good New Year. Hope you got some good hiking plans this year. I know I fucking do. You fuckers over in the UK, I know some of you follow me. I'm coming for your ass. I will gladly sleep on your couch if it is available and coming through your town. And we'll see you fuckers there. Hopefully this is going to be a great fucking year, man. We'll holler at you fuckers next time.